now we have Robotnik himself with this particular boss fight, and it may seem familiar to you all if you played Sonic 2, or if you watched my Sonic 2 playthrough as well. By the way, it doesn't matter how many times you hit this laser, it won't influence the fight whatsoever. Because in order to proceed with the fight, what you must do is dodge the laser. This is if you're playing with normal Sonic, that is, because with Super Sonic you can dodge it. No, you don't have to. But in order to proceed to the fight, you have to dodge the laser so that these walls close in. And once they close in close enough, Robotnik will... Yeah, there you go. He's so shocked he will run away at like the speed of molasses, but somehow he's disappeared straight away. He couldn't run for being the way he is. I mean, come on. We all saw him in Sonic 2. I mean, that is one of the best Sonic moments of all time. Sonic, ask Tails to fly you. Tails, take me up there. Use them two tails that you're known for. No? Well, screw you then. I was trying to crush Tails in them spikes. But yeah, you have to stay on this platform. Well, I don't think you can actually get off this platform, so... But if you manage to, then I think you're screwed. I believe you have to stay on it. But now we have this pathetic excuse for a boss fight. And I don't know why, Eggman looks so weird in that machine. Like, if you look at his animation, like his face, it looks really small. Like, I don't know if that's just me, but being weird as always, but there we go. There we go. This is all you, Tails. All you. All you. That was all you. What do you think you're doing, fat man? You think his face would burn, but no. And we finally got through Flying Battery Zone. All them interruptions. But now we have Sandopolis Zone. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Honestly, Sandopolis Zone is what it says on the tin. Well, not what it says on the tin, but seriously, if I just didn't commentate and you just watched me play this, I think this would probably be your least favorite stage in the game as well. I mean, it's long. This is my least favorite stage in Sonic 3 Knuckles, mainly because it's not because it's difficult or anything. I mean, like, that stage is coming up later, actually, the most difficult. Nice try. It's just because it's long, and Sonic stages, I think I mentioned this in a previous episode, it should never be long. 3 to 4 minutes, that's all I need to kill time, But, Sandopolis' acts, they can take 6 to 7 minutes to clear. I mean, granted, Carnival Night Zone is long, but at least with that stage, I just find it more enjoyable. But are you kidding me? There we go, you die. And I would say Sandopolis is probably one of the slowest stages in the game as well, because you're constantly pushing these little blocks to move forward, and you have to stand still on them in order to proceed. If you jump off, then you're just probably going to end up in a bottomless pit or a bucket of sand. And I never figured out what the point of them little enemies there were. They don't attack you, so I never figured out their presence. Maybe they're just there for the sake of it. And I will get over this. Yes! By the way, you don't actually have to grab this little handle in order to go down. No, you can actually just jump, but if you want to be safe, then just grab the handle. You know, that's what I always do. And yeah, like I just stated earlier, you know, you're constantly pushing blocks. Here's another one. You know, you have to stand on it. Because, I mean, I don't know what's below me. Like I was mentioning in the previous episode, well, I actually don't know what episode it'll be now because I have, you know, what I've had to split. But when I was mentioning about bottomless pits, sometimes I've placed in the most cheaply of places, and you know, here could be one of them. So you don't want to risk. You don't want to risk it. I will insta shield you if you come near me. There we go. There we go. There we go. But again, you know, the music's good, so at least I have the music to help me through this long stage. You know, if the music sucked, then this most certainly would be one of my least favorite stages in this game. I mean, it already is, but it definitely would be if the music sucked. But at least it. As soon as I mention the music, I just have to turn super soft. What was weird though? There. Oh yeah, I remembered. I didn't have 50 rings. My silly fault. And yes, you can bounce off enemies when you're supersonic to gain a lot of momentum. So that does help. I mean, I'm kind of running out of things to say because of how long this game is, but what you can do there is just do a long jump and it gets you to the boss fight. It's the Temple of Doom! No, literally, this is Act 2 we'll be going into soon, and Act 2 is Doom. I'm not kidding. But before we go in there, we have to deal with Rocky himself, and all you have to do is, it's easy when you're supersonic, because if he comes towards you, he won't steal your rings or anything, so, yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but when you're regular Sonic and he comes near you, he can take your rings. But all you have to do is just stand in this sand pit, repeatedly press A, and that's it, because you have to lead him to the sand pit. Once he lands in this sand pit, he's done skis. That is it. Please get in here before I lose Supersonic. Please. Of course not. What? Okay. The music just kept, just loop diving. Oh, you see what I mean? That's why I wanted to keep Supersonic there. Because it is difficult, it is really, really difficult to actually land back on this plane when you've been in that sand pit. But yeah, the boss speaks for itself. I mean, you can. What I tried to do there is I tried to insta-shield the boss. I mean, I believe that's what you're supposed to do to land back on, but I always fail. So what I tend to do is I just take the hit, and then I land on the plane. I always wondered why the sand actually kills the enemy, the boss. I mean, this. Sorry right there. I get a quick drink. Again, I'm recording this with like my window shut and everything, so it is warm in here. But yeah, does sand like react weirdly to rock? I don't know that, you know. There we go. I actually didn't get hit that time, and I wasn't supersonic either. Yeah. And here comes the end of the stage. So yeah, that's the end of Sonic. Got through Act 1, that's the end of Act 1 of Sandopolis Zone.